What's up? We back with another edition of the best podcast you never heard of, The Conceited Nobody. This is episode 178, yet to be titled. You already know I'm Latour's, a.k.a. Dark Skin Thanos, a.k.a. The Commodity, a.k.a. the introverted. What I say, because you made me feel bad last week when I said you start questioning me and shit. The introverted, I'm so distraught, nigga. I forgot who the fuck I am. This nigga took all my confidence last week when he said I was an oxymoron. He said the shit I said was clashing, nigga. Like I was.
It's two sides to a coin, nigga. You know, it's multifaceted.
As he tries to make me feel better about my insecurities, I am the introverted apex predator. And that wasn't what I said last week. Anyway, enough about me. We about to have a fantastic show. To my right, we got the man with the master plan, Renaissance motherfucking Jew. How you feeling, champ?
Man, feeling good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of this. At the gym, I'm tired.
Fuck that door for me, man. I don't know who coming in. What's happening? Y'all want to see Jeremy walk past the camera, sitting thick.
Walks motherfucker too.
Hey, cool little motherfucker. But yeah, to my left, as he just comes in fast and late, he ran in here like Eddie King Jr. Slide in, grab the mic and shit, and start singing. What's happening, T-Pain? Hold on. Cause I'm glad that he came in here and I said, who was that they said you look like this weekend? He was extra proud of it.
I wasn't proud of it.
I don't like when somebody tell me I look like another nigga. I ignore it. I never say it again. Who you look like?
It was funny. I don't care what they say.
Who you look like?
Person handsome.
Who you look like? Wait. So is the person handsome who they said?
The lady said he was handsome.
So who do you look like?
This time I look like Mr. Cheeks.
Mr. Cheeks.
I met that nigga in Indianapolis, like Expo.
You look like Jeremy. Hey, she racially profiled like a white woman. I don't know no black woman said that shit because you don't look shit like Mr. Cheeks. But Ian came in a wolf on concrete. Motherfucking Jeremy. Jeremy, you want to say something to the people?
Yup. What's happening, everybody? Just out here living the dream, loving the life, living the moment. My man, Chasing Richie, he be having all them fucking, what do you call them? No, I ain't got no ankle monitor on, man. Damn, if I was, you was gonna blow my spot up and shit, nigga. They already know where you at.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this, and I don't go ahead. Say what you gonna say about Chase, because what I said can wait. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, man, that's my dog and shit. He from the crib, and he got all the funny ass names. And watch his motherfucking video, he be shooting them. And they don't even be authorized, and you can tell by the footage. So I like them videos and shit, man. That's what's up.
And I must delve into my immaturity, my juvenile, the shit that I haven't dropped since I was a child. And what I mean by that is, Jeremy is doing what we used to call fronting. He has on Nikes with Adidas socks. And I will not let that stand. I will not let that ride. I will not let that ride.
Look, man, this was just a random ass day, okay?
I understand that, but I would have been out of pocket if I let that slide. I understand where you're coming from as a mature man. I understand it.
You can see it right there. I'm about to say this nigga counting stripes on my socks.
No, it says Adidas.
Yeah, but you can see it right there.
Yeah. He tried to make me the bad guy because he's the bad guy. Anyway, good day in the building. Fashionably late.
What
came in. What's
happening?
Hey, that's that Chicago shit. You know what I'm saying? A-Town versus Chicago.
I'm sitting here thinking, man, I had some fucking Puma socks on the other day, and I was about to wear some ones. I couldn't do it. Something was
Spirit wasn't right. His spirit wasn't right.
I could have worn like fuck it, but something just would not let me do that shit.
I'm glad all my socks is plain. I
got them. You know, you get when somebody buy you some pack of socks and some drawers, you gonna wear them motherfuckers.
Can I make some Simpsons socks? Can I make a confession just to say, let y'all know I'm not perfect?
What's that?
I do have one Hanes socks and Fruit Room drawers. I am clashing up. I'm clashing right along with you people. I'm not perfect.
Crying Jordan emoji. I mean, meme, nigga. That's what we gonna see.
No, Hey, the Jordan meme has been replaced with the Jabbar wedding meme. It's been replaced with the Jabbar wedding meme. Hold on.
The other day.
Hey, hold on. Jabbar is an ugly crier. Hey, that nigga. Hey, that's our this generation's Jordan meme. You see it? Hey man, I said, God damn, I gotta put that on the meme, nigga. But to my left, we got the man with the motherfucking master plan. In here, laid back, cool. Jeremy really enjoys his work. Go Jason Arter, motherfucker. What am I doing?
Hey, you know already. You said it, nigga. It's your boy Jason Ritchie, aka Go Jason R, aka Vanessa Williams, aka Send me the cash on Cash App if you got it, bitch. Aka Marty McHigh, aka Senor Tezito to the Latino people, aka your new favorite comedian, nigga.
My old.
At Go Jason R, nigga. Follow me on every platform, nigga. Every
Say
fucking.
That's a classic intro.
Definitely. That shit going down in the annals of history.
Boy.
Hell yeah. Speaking of favorite comedians, shout out to Nate Robinson. Nate, he asked me when next time he come on the podcast. He always asks to come on when he got a show coming on. I told him hit me up. Nate just don't know after he played me on those tickets. His window of opportunity is very small. To come and sit these couches
It's a
again.
press junkie.
I gave that nigga some of these right here, pause, for anybody who can't see what I'm saying. For on video, I gave him these microphone stands and he still tried to charge me to get in this. I said, God damn. I said, God damn. I still need to understand how this barter thing works. Shout out to Nate though, man. He's been out here pretty busy and shit. Built like Jeremy. We're gonna have a fantastic show. I'm fucking with you, man. You out here, you send your phone text. I understand you got marital problems. You gotta let that shit go. This is your safe haven. You can't be out here worrying about these bitches and shit on the show, man. And I say that from a place of love. This is you ain't looking at shit. What the fuck she said on everything. On everything.
I'm looking.
You ain't got nothing to prove to us, man. It is what it is. I'm talking shit.
Hashtag waffles.
That's some freaky shit.
I'm about them views.
He get it. You know he got a fat bitch when she send me pictures for hashtag waffle.
I ain't know what I was supposed to be looking for.
Hey, you want some water? Oh, you got.
I got one. It was open and it tastes like backlight, but it's cool.
Hey, listen, you let fat bitches speak your mouth. That's what that was. Just come here and just assume it's his. Well, we're gonna have a fantastic show. We got a plethora of topics, some stuff. I don't know, man. I think we got a good lineup as far as topics. We got off to a traditional late start, which isn't nobody's fault. My computer tanked out. Well, what word am I looking for? It fucked up Friday. And I thought up until the day that we was just gonna do a video showing what I was gonna do was rip the video and rip the audio from the video. Exactly. I'm scared to turn it. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to turn it off. I don't know if I'm supposed to just throw it, whatever. But anyway, here we are. We're gonna have a fantastic show. Highlights. We're gonna talk about the 25th year anniversary of Tupac getting shot. Mike Williams' death, which he was very popular on the show The Wire. To me, top 5 greatest show ever. And I want to talk about some of the best shows that were on HBO. I put Burst. That's crazy. I hope y'all was able to decipher that. The release of Drake's album, the song that he leaked in his petty beef with Yeezy, and the Ja Rule versus Fat Joe, or Far Joe as I typed it, versus kicking it off. One of the most important moments in hip hop history, which I'm not going to go into because it won't be linear with our other hip hop titles. Michael Williams died. Y'all familiar with him? Of course. Well, I don't know. Anyway, he was known for his role as Omar on The Wire and Chalky White on Boardwalk Empire. I know we all familiar with The Wire. Did y'all watch Boardwalk?
Hell yeah.
That shit's incredible. You
like that shit, bro.
Who's your favorite character on there?
I definitely like Chalky. I like what the fuck? Damn, I forgot
Fucking
that nigga's
face.
name. Yeah.
I can't remember his name either.
That nigga was that
It's
nigga.
fucked
He
up.
went out like a champ. But of course Chalky was that nigga. And not Dr. Narcisse, the other black nigga. Fuck.
Ooh, you talking about the dude who was on bullshit? Oh, from the one that was fighting and shit.
That nigga wasn't shit. I can't remember what his name was.
The one he been in jail.
Fuck yeah, man.
Is that what you talking about?
You know
the
what
one
I'm
he
talking
been in jail.
The waves and shit.
Yes, that nigga was the fucking terror, wasn't he? He was a terror.
But, great show.
Definitely. I have to find.
Rest in peace.
I hated fucking Nelson Van Alden. The weird ass Fed.
Mm-hmm.
He was very weird. I have to find. Was it Richard Harrow? The sniper with the half face.
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely his name. That was one of the shows that he was part of. I hated Mickey Doyle. He actually just fucking bothered me. Those are two shows that he was prominent in. He was also on a show that came out, was it early this year or late last year? Lovecraft Country. He had a role on there. And I'll tell you why I quit watching that. He was said, they made speculations. They said that he died from fentanyl, how you say that?
Yeah,
Fentanyl overdose, which has been claiming a lot of people. It's not concrete that that's what happened to him, but that's what the early indications are. Said he OD'd on fentanyl. First they said heroin. What's the difference between heroin and fentanyl? Is fentanyl a component of heroin?
I believe so.
Are we not versed in our drugs here?
Fentanyl is what they give you when they're trying to wean you off drugs and shit.
Also, it's like
that Suboxone type of shit, like shit to help you like come down and shit.
That's all shit.
No.
Shit is just a substitute for heroin and shit. And some people use the cut heroin, but somehow because I was fucking with a guy one time who was telling me about the science of it and shit. And somehow that shit is so motherfucking tricky. You be off like a little bit, and then that shit ain't dope no more. Now it's like poison and shit.
And it's weird, like I don't understand the logic in that. Of course, I'm definitely not a scientist or a chemist, so I don't understand like they use drugs to get you off drugs. Is that what this is?
That's what they do with like coke and shit.
Shit.
What was that shit they called? I mean, they used to use
Methadone and shit.
methadone. Yeah.
Nicotine patches.
There you go. Methadone.
Yeah.
You're right, Drew. That's a good point too. Fucking nicotine.
What's in nicotine patches?
Nicotine.
Are you for real?
Yeah, a lot of it.
This is
It's just
the
without
logic.
It's just so you
so
don't.
you don't smoke.
It's just break the habit of flaming up and shit like that, and going to buy cigarettes and.
I'm learning.
So then you gotta put your patch on you like,
Or you get
don't
the
want
gum.
it.
Or you get the gum. It's fucking nicotine.
Correct.
Yeah.
But Michael Williams, he passed away. He was 54 years old, which is relatively young. I remember I thought 54 was like almost dying age anyway when I was young. The closer I get to it,
next summer, baby.
the more young it looks. And you looking every bit of 70 on everything, man. You built like George Jefferson. No, not George. You built and walk like Fred Sanford. When we go back to the video when you walked in, watch that Fred Sanford swag come in here. But
I used to see dude in Chicago. I thought he was from Chicago cause
Michael Williams,
yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, he was always in Chicago. I don't know why. I mean, like, ain't nothing wrong with that, but he's from New York, so I guess it makes sense.
Probably like big cities. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere you can just.
It's very similar.
Y'all know what's crazy about that shit though, for real?
What?
That he died, everybody all doing them fake ass, like, oh my god, you ain't thinking actor. Not my nigga Curtis Jackson though. Curtis say if it's up there in life, it's up there in death. That nigga was cracking jokes. So I said, there you go. And they keep that energy.
And that shit is, I mean, he did make light of the fact and shit. I mean, that's what you come to expect from him. You could tell that I wonder if it was something personal, where he made a joke about him having a fentanyl overdose and shit. I wonder if they had a personal interaction.
They had to.
Because he has exercised good judgment when other people passed away. Who was just recently passed? Well, of course, the Pop Smoke, but it was somebody recently who he showed compassion to. DMX. Which was his peer. But back to Michael Williams, what was your favorite role of his? If we was just to choose, you ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
Man, I was just scrolling through some of these movies and I'm like, damn, I ain't seen a lot of these motherfuckers.
They playing the game and shit.
He
What was
played
your
a
favorite
lot of
role?
shit.
Shit, he was damn near always the same role in every motherfucking.
I asked you what's your favorite one, man.
Well, my favorite nigga, he always gonna be Omar to me, nigga.
That's not why.
Yeah, Omar coming.
That's my main one. Like when I try to think about it,
So,
it's like the
I mean,
first one I
really,
think about.
nigga might need to be looking for Kennard. Kennard might have sold that nigga
What?
bad bags.
That nigga played
What about you,
RoboCop.
Jason? You play RoboCop?
So,
He should have
No,
known that.
man. Yeah. Not the 80s.
no, not the old.
I'll buy that for $1.
I definitely was a Chalky fan, but it's tough to go between that and The Wire. Probably because I got, oddly enough, I watched The Wire after Boardwalk Empire. And so that's why I was like, oh shit, let me go ahead and watch The Wire after I seen that shit, more or less too. And so Omar did solidify it. I was like, what? This nigga's he a gay. What
And
the
he a
fuck
Geechee.
happening? And I was like, damn, you gotta respect this nigga.
Was you able to enjoy The Wire like after seeing it when it went off the air?
Yes.
Was you? Okay.
It was crazy about it. I'm like, I had to see what the hype was about, and it was just as powerful to me. I mean, I couldn't tell you because I didn't watch it at the time. But
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it was a moment in time because of the cell phone. I mean, the phone booths and shit like that. And, I mean, the cell phone, the way they was selling drugs and shit.
Yeah.
So I was just like, damn, I remember this time. Like,
He just
remember the time.
Yeah, okay.
But I couldn't understand hype at first.
And just for me, Wire is one of the all-time best shows ever to me. I was terribly let down in the last season, including the way that Omar died. His best character for me is Omar. It was a character that had so much depth.
Everybody
You know what I'm
said
saying?
that.
It had so much depth. What was good about this character, which I don't want to harp on it just because he's gone, but I'm not really a big fan of his. 'Cause I think he pushed an agenda terribly.
Was he gay?
I believe so. I mean, if you
I
get
mean,
random
that
in
was
the
a
mouth.
lot. That was a lot, and
Yeah, he had that, and then the Lovecraft. I couldn't even finish
He
watching
said some shit
Lovecraft.
about he had like an experience before. So
That, well, I mean,
Okay.
he was documenting this.
So, you know,
Okay.
questions answered. But even with that, I don't like TV that pushes an agenda in the context of where it has nothing to do with the storyline. You just throw it out there. Where it just come out of nowhere. Dick just hits my side of the head. You know what I'm saying? You playing basketball and shit. It's like, hit the free throw, I'm gonna suck your dick. And you're like, where the fuck that come from? And that's like how this should be. With the Omar character, he was a street menace who happened to be gay. Like, they didn't push that. We was able to still enjoy The Wire because...
And they always called him the faggot.
And it was realistic. You know what I'm saying? That nigga wasn't... I was about to say he wasn't jumping off buildings and shit, but incidentally, he did jump out that fucking building
So
and
not
shit
only
and
did
land.
nigga robbed you, but you got robbed by the faggot.
And Marlon was good with that.
Man.
Marlon, they that faggot out there saying my name. But that was an incredible role, as Jason alluded to, the Chalky White. The Chalky White has so many layers too because his roles are realistic. I didn't feel like he played the same role in every show. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he looked the same, you know what I'm saying? But he was a talented actor. From whatever I feel about him personally, which was his personal decision, just in the context of acting, he did a phenomenal job in the roles that he played. It's unfortunate that he did pass away at such a young age, and we don't really know what happened. They say his family saying that he was murdered, which is it's feasible. You know what I'm saying?
it could be one and the same too.
It could be.
Wasn't, you know,
We've heard exactly. We've heard the sprinkling crack by cocaine by somebody's leg and shit. But in the context of HBO shows, what we talked about was the Lovecraft Country, which was incredible until he was on there filling up guys.
Man, I'm looking at all his movies.
Boardwalk. Boy, you should have did your research before the show. Come on.
No, I'm just saying because
moving on.
that's what I'm saying. He the same person every role.
What else?
No, none of these roles stand out where I'm like, oh shit, this was the role.
Hold
He killed
on,
it
we
in this.
just talked about Omar was there. He's a transcendent television character. That's a transcended character
Okay,
that will go
so-
down in television history. The great
so
one.
the movies wasn't his way though.
I think he was a better television actor.
Yeah,
or a
I agree with
sitcom. It's just how it is. With that said, the Fonz going down as one of the most transcendent characters ever. You can't
Niggas
make
like
shit else.
fuck about you know what? Scream. He was the motherfucking principal of Scream. 'Cause I always thought it was funny that they stabbed the Fonz and shit.
I've been an
Henry
HBO
Winkler.
television connoisseur ever since the early 90s, maybe even late 80s with First and 10. That was one of my shows.
Love that show, nigga.
If
Oh,
I'm
we talking about
TD
that?
Jakes.
I'm talking about your favorite HBO.
HBO, period.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
real sex.
What else saying? Come on, man.
Yeah, what the
Come
fuck
on,
you talking
man.
about?
You-
Taxi cab. Man, that's too
I
much,
have
bro.
to. Man, I gotta go either First and 10 or the Hitchhiker.
Taxi cab
You
confession.
went to the 80s. You went to the 80s.
Hold on, was
Rucker
Banging
Howard.
in Little Rock HBO too?
Yeah.
But that's a documentary. I'm talking about series.
This is life to me.
Listen,
Why do white people get live?
listen, real quick. My favorite shows was First and 10. And I'm reluctant to say this, but Jason already said it, so I won't say it. Dream On.
Yeah, I'm
my
so
nigga,
glad you said it.
I
I'm
love
so glad
Dream
you
On.
said it.
Dream On was one of the greatest
Yeah,
shows.
my nigga
fucking
Marty
ever.
motherfucking tough.
said what?
I had to sneak and watch it. My parents like, go to bed.
That was
Watch
one
this
of the
shit.
best shows. Fucking
Came on
ever.
Wednesdays right
On
after Tales from the Crib.
Listen, you throw Tales from the Crib in
Damn
there.
it, you motherfucker.
Nah, let's see Tales from the Crib the last 2
Tales
seasons.
I was waiting on y'all niggas say some shit. I love you.
I love
He's
it.
been over here pre-30s just like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Tales from the Crib, man, the last 2 seasons. Weird, though.
I mean, the whole fucking thing was weird.
Nah, but the last 2 in Europe, though, and shit.
You said what?
I used to be terrified of the Crib Keeper until I realized how funny he was.
Fucking was terrified.
I was like,
oh,
this nigga hilarious.
But what else? But okay, we already talked about. Oh, and how can
Zachary.
we not, fuck that? Hold on, real quick. Pause everything. How can we not mention before anything Oz?
Oh, yeah. Adebisi, my nigga Adebisi. I'm
Oz,
trying to think, what was the fucking
Beautiful
field
Rock.
goal kicker name on First and 10? Was it like Zachary?
I don't know. I
Zachary.
can't remember a single character on there.
Oh, that's my show, man.
I like that show.
I ain't watched.
TD Jakes, Bubba, motherfucking Mad Dog.
One of the
I
shows
wasn't
that
on Oz like that.
you what?
I need to
What?
go back and watch it.
Beecher?
I only watched like a couple episodes.
Like you said, man, out of
I watched enough to be knowledgeable about the characters and
Yeah.
shit, but I was like,
Poet? Motherfucking the nigga in the wheelchair and shit.
Sopranos was HBO too, right?
Yep, I never seen Sopranos.
Sopranos was decent.
Yeah,
I never
Sopranos was
seen
really good. And I like it because it was based off true shit, and when you find out what the true shit it was about, then you be like, I like this even more.
Yeah. I feel like some recent. I'm like Eastbound Down.
Ooh,
That was a good show.
Eastbound
Yeah, I
Down.
thought that
And Vice Principal.
I thought that was a different.
Kenny Powers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was
Vice Principal was dope.
Vice Principal was, man.
Vice Principal. My
Walter
buddy showed me
Goggins.
Mark, he liked that shit a lot. I never got into. I mean, I gotta catch up with it because I fuck with it. But I'm trying to think like what else.
That was HBO. That shit was HBO.
Yeah.
HBO was
Ballers.
incredible.
Ballers
What's the
was
show
good.
with? I like Ballers. That's when I got introduced to Denzel. Son, what you say?
I thought HBO was straight movies and pay-per-view.
Back in the
You
day.
hear this nigga?
Yeah.
Hey, he over here watching
Hold
boxing
on,
and
hold
them
on.
titties.
Chris Rock show too.
Yep. What's the Larry Sanders?
Curb Your Enthusiasm, nigga. That's my shit.
Everybody fuck with that. I ain't never
Man, that's
fuck
my
with it like
shit,
that.
nigga.
What
was funny, man.
what's the shit with Ted dancing a little short dude? Cause that shit was funny as fuck. I hate that I can't remember exactly what the fuck
Gary
that was.
Shandling show.
That was Larry Sanders.
Yeah,
Larry.
yeah, confused.
Yeah. Gary Shandling was playing Larry
Yeah.
Sanders. Yeah.
What
You old
what the
niggas
fuck
about
was
that.
shit? Nigga, you bought up the Hitchhiker. Don't you ever call nobody else old again?
It's a good ass show. I still watch that
It
shit.
was an incredible show.
Same
So,
way.
like, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of too many names. Now you start fucking bringing shit up.
Hell yeah, and I'm sure it shows that we leaving off. But if I was just around my personal top 5, it'd be The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, Oz, Dream On.
Like,
What you like about that?
nigga was slapping all them bitches and shit, nigga.
I'm never enjoyed a nigga fucking bitches.
Show was good, though.
I'm just saying I've never enjoyed it. I'm just saying me. That's that Chicago shit. That's that Chicago shit. But listen, in First and 10. In First and 10, that's my 5. Y'all got 5, drop them.
Shit, I have to say, First and 10, Dream On, The Wire, motherfucking Def Comedy Jam.
I don't know. I don't even want to put that in the same category. 'Cause I feel terrible for leaving it out. So it's just act like that. Fuck that.
And motherfucking, Shit, like that fifth spot is so many good motherfucking shows though.
Did you
Like,
say The Wire?
yeah, like Eastbound and Down. That's some fucking funny shit, man. That little fucking.
Wild Card Squad.
What about True Blood?
You know what? That was decent the first
That
couple
was Como
seasons.
Valley funny and shit.
Tremaine, I fuck with Tremaine and shit. Rome was good and shit. HBO done had some good ass shows over the years.
I'm like, shit.
What you say?
I said, y'all got it covered. I can't.
Hey, you say that ain't shit there.
Uh,
That's how it is. It just, I mean,
Showtime had shit with Red Shoe Diaries.
you know, you used to watch.
They had Hot Springs Hotel, nigga. I mean, that was a movie.
Yeah.
No, that was a series.
What was that?
Just another point.
Weeds was okay.
Yeah, Weeds was decent. This is
It's got too outlandish and shit.
Yeah, it's-
You got way super fucking outlandish.
Bitches Super Plug and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a show called, Showtime only had the show called Family Business, but it was about Seymour Butts. the fucking, the porn motherfucker. It was like, yeah.
I thought it was about the bar sex and shit.
Yeah, that shit.
So what?
Nah, that was, you know,
What about 6 Feet Under?
Showtime one.
Yeah, Showtime ain't really had
They
that.
had that soul food. That Watchmen wasn't too shabby last year.
Oh yeah, man, that Watchmen show was fucking dope as fuck, man. I wish they would have came out with motherfucking season 2 the way it ended.
Oh, fuck! Take first and 10 off. I'm fucked up. How in the fuck did I mention Game of Thrones?
See, I ain't never seen this.
How in the fuck did I not mention Game? All right, get the fuck out of here. That's one of the best shows in history. Last season was terrible. It was just as bad as The Wire, but up until that is some epic fucking storytelling with some epic characters. I can't. Fuck.
I enjoy some of the characters.
Y'all should watch the show on Cinemax called Banshee.
We're not talking about cinema.
Just saying, just throw it out there. They on HBO.
Cinemax ain't had nothing but a game.
Oh, fuck that is.
Come on, man. You just lost your real
I
life card. I thought.
I'm one of the soft core.
Oh, that's some shit. What the fuck was that one white chick who was in like all of them? She married Gene, like Simmons and shit. God, what's her name?
I'm so glad I don't know.
Damn, she played in all them shits.
It's okay.
Anyway, shout out to Michael Williams and
James
his
Simmons.
friends. It's sad to see y'all, as 50 Cent would say, ODUAB.
Shannon Tweed.
I don't know. Is she the one who's been low budget movies and shit?
Nigga, wasn't she in fucking Charmed?
You think
that's
Shannon
not
Doherty.
Okay, my bad.
25 years ago today, in my opinion, the greatest rapper ever, Tupac, was shot in Vegas after the Mike Tyson Bruce Seldon fight. One of the most historic events of my generation. He was a person who transcended just music or just rap or just hip hop. He was an icon. He was an icon, and it's crazy because 25 years later, we gotta look at the fact that he's only 25 years old. And he had an impact that was so fucking monumental. This happened in Vegas. It's a lot of theories. The official report is that it was a California gang member. That's how they talk about him. Guy from California named Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane, with 2 other people in the car along with his uncle KVD, who were involved in the murder of Tupac after Tupac and Death Row Records jumped him. It's so big. I mean, it's so much shit. I don't sit on YouTube, watch all these stories and shit. But were y'all Tupac fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not in that era. Like I didn't really appreciate all of it. I like a lot of not single, like individual songs, but like I wasn't like no man Tupac. Like I wasn't on it like how everybody talk about Tupac. But I appreciate that nigga work. Though, for real. As far as like songs, I did like a lot of Tupac songs. I wasn't like, that's not like, I don't know. I guess I'm not like a hype beast type of motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was, you know, very talented. I like him more of the fact that he could do other shit on top of being a nigga and could move niggas, which was like that's powerful in itself. But far as the music, I was just like kind of I fuck with Tupac.
That's how I am with Biggie.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same.
Yeah, man, I fuck with Pac a long way. Pac is a dude and shit, man.
Listen,
A
man.
lot of
Listen.
people said they cried like
Oh, I was fucking. No, hold on. Let me.
in real life.
You can pause this all you want to. I love Tupac. I was a super fan. And it wasn't just like the music and shit. This when I was young and precious and shit, looking for some sort of guidance. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no big. I tell people all the time, I never had a big homie. I never had a big brother. I never had nobody. I had big brother. Shout out to Rollo's brother to be yesterday. But I never had nobody who I looked at and like, damn, that's some shit that I can believe in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying for one, the rap shit that was cool. Like I loved him. I loved his music. I loved his energy and shit. I loved all that shit. But it was the revolutionary mind state and the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Some of the interviews and stuff. It's amazing how you can go back and you go listen to the Tupac interviews when he was 19 years old with the high top fade. And he's saying some deep shit for a fucking 17-year-old.
And to your point, I had to be older to appreciate that, and I wasn't old enough at that time, you know, to appreciate that.
And that makes
Understand that fully. Like this nigga really could amass some motherfuckers and make them do some shit.
That shit. I mean, I was in fucking Anderson, Indiana doing this shit. I was over up the west side. I was so happy I lived on the west side of Anderson so I could justify being in pictures like this. But I love Tupac, man. I loved him then. I love Tupac today. It's when I sit and watch the interviews and shit, I get sad because I think about how he died from ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like how ignorant event triggered what happened. I still think it's more layers than what most people believe, but it could be part of me just not wanting to accept the fact that one of the greatest thinkers of his generation died over something so senseless.
That nigga moment.
Definitely. As much as I want to refute that, definitely. Listen, I love Tupac, man. I say that unabashedly. He was a human being and shit, and he had his flaws or whatever. But I was a super duper fan, man. It's like even today, I still bump Tupac music. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't a super duper fan if you ain't like Machiavelli 5.
Listen, I was over there on 22nd Street, 22nd and Arrow, and they got, you know, there was Togos. They was down there selling Machiavelli 30s. And I was getting them all.
Alright.
Hey, no, but I was in
you
there.
got them, man. I gotta respect you.
I was in there listening to shit with terrible production and shit. And it was
Pieced together.
And this is all the shit that they end up putting out later on his shit. I'm like, I've been heard this with a different beat. What is this? What is this? I lost respect for it when they let on John on this shit though. I did not appreciate that at all. But his impact, what was the impact, excuse me, of his death on hip hop?
Man, like for us, like my generation, and we was nowadays, man, my fuck's so cool.
Whoa.
When we was younger, like my age, I'm gonna say we was younger, but now when we ask somebody who the best rapper alive, Tupac, we was saying that shit. When
No, I'm saying what was the impact of his death?
Oh, his death.
Yeah.
That shit really didn't hit us, you know, because we discovered him
Y'all don't
after.
No, bullshit.
We discovered him after, man. So it was like
It spawned a lot of similar type of motherfucking. I don't want to call them mini me's, but they was like he was a new cookie cutter shape nigga that they started trying to shape niggas into for the industry and shit. So you start seeing niggas like DMX pop up and Ja Rule. Which wasn't, hold on, let me finish. Which wasn't to say that DMX wasn't doing his shit already. It was just like he came to prominence because he looked like that nigga. And like when Dave Chappelle fucking ran off, you start seeing niggas that look like Dave Chappelle or sound like this nigga. It's like, nigga, go get Dave Chappelle.
wasn't Ja Rule wearing a
But
bandana though?
it wasn't no, whether it was deliberate and it was deliberate by the industry, even though real niggas who respect rap and know how that shit happened, them niggas was at the same time.
Jason made a point that again, I'm trying to refute the fuck out of it. I really want to refute that. But shout out to DMX. DMX was getting
They was all what they
But
was.
Ja Rule, he did fucking bandana this shit and try to hang on with shit.
And I'm not.
Ja really tried to do that shit, but even to the boy.
Nigga, I'm still gonna rock with Ja Rule first CD though.
Nagini Betty beat you.
I'm still gonna rock with it.
I gotta go back.
We gonna talk about that. Hold on, real quick. My impact, as Jason said, I think that fucking this Tupac getting killed opened up the door for Master P. He is the biggest beneficiary
I
of
swear to God,
Tupac's
I
death.
say that.
He got to talking about rest in peace Tupac every fucking song. He said rest in peace Tupac more than he did Kevin Miller.
That's funny because I ain't paying attention to him.
He even got a song where he said, Tupac took the kiss of death so I can be the last dime.
That's what he said.
On the last 9
Oh,
hours.
last dime.
I was not listening to this nigga
I was a
lyrically
big
like
fan,
that.
man.
I was.
I was just like,
Because
nigga.
everybody knew that, like, man, like, damn, Pac died and shit.
I
And
went
Biggie
to the
died.
other characters for lyrics.
I mean, it's like,
And listen, what you said, and I think that opened the door for the Pretenders to come in, but I don't think that the full impact of Tupac's death came into fruition until Biggie died. Because then we start looking around like, who's next? You know what I'm saying? And I think that the hip hop changed in the fact that it got way more soft.
Yeah.
This was the emergence of the shiny suit era. You know what I'm saying? And then the
I
blend.
disagree with that.
I don't care.
It definitely allowed a lot of fuck shit to occur. It definitely allowed a lot of fuck shit to occur that the average nigga.
It cleared a way for a lot of people to
It
come
did. And include my second best rapper ever on my list, Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z benefited from these guys. But to your point, real quick, Jason, what do you disagree with? Really?
I'm not Jason. We all don't look alike.
Yes, the fuck y'all don't. I made a mistake. so
I was like,
Yeah, I think his motherfucking death. I think the way it impacted me is that when it first happened, niggas was like,
I'm not
oh,
talking about
man,
you personally.
Pac just got shot again.
Come on.
Well, I think as an overall, what his death did though, it made.
Hey man, you said you disagree with what I said. What was you disagreeing with?
Oh, let me get to that point.
Okay.
Then. So with his death, what I think is that he passed away, and whereas you think it made the industry softer, I'm like, no, man. After Pac died, everybody felt like that they had to like turn up though. So the music for like a small time, but that's when like all these niggas that we like come to find out now was getting in the music industry. Like, man, I'm about to take over this shit. That's when you hear about the craziest shit, because niggas is like, man, you got Suge.
Like what specifically you talking about though?
Like just the takeover by like, how do I put this in like a politically correct way?
When did this
Black criminals taking over the music industry.
When did you sound fucking crackers? when did Dipset come out with all that pink shit?
Let me see.
Because Cameron was around. Cameron was
Yeah, we
around.
talking about 2001 somewhere.
Okay.
around there.
When did you start? I mean, that show.
But it wasn't even Dipset, it was just Cameron.
Even
though.
early, yes, it was.
Yeah, this
It was a good shit. When did Mason them come out? Even the Locks came out on that shit. Everybody's trying to disassociate themselves. Even the Locks, they want to. But me personally, I feel like hip hop got soft around that area. And it might have been rightfully so because everybody ain't want to.
Man, Wu-Tang dropped the W and shit.
When was that?
Same year that motherfucking Puff Daddy dropped
And
No
what-
Way Out.
and
because
what-
of
and
the
what-
Grammys.
and what was more prominent? Who won the Grammy?
And what did ODB say? He was like, man,
He
Wu-Tang
said, I'll
for
be
the
out of here
kids.
about 3 years. That's what he said. That's what the fuck he said. I'm going to die in 3 years. That's what the fuck he got on stage and said. That's what he said. Give us the dope. That's what the fuck
And he wasn't no
ODB
motherfucking 3 years. Nigga was a while after that. Because that's motherfucking, I'm in high school. ODB don't die, I'm grown and shit.
You wasn't grown.
Yeah, nigga, I was. Nigga, I was
Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, Tupac, I feel like niggas just say that like in their songs now, like nigga, like Tupac wouldn't have done that type of shit. And even like kind of what we was talking about off air with Pimp C not wanting to do Big Pimpin' and shit. He was he was on some creepy weird shit.
Look at the song, the poster.
Yeah, talking about
I felt like the spirit of Tupac had told me don't do that shit.
like he didn't really say that, but you know that was more or less what it
Basically.
was. Like Tupac would tell him like don't do that shit, and a lot of niggas that Tupac wouldn't have done songs with or even really been able to come in because the loyal Tupac fans would have been like, nigga, get your soft ass out of here. Tupac ain't gonna do no song with you. But really, probably come to find out, he probably would have done.
Yeah, he probably did.
Like, well, not with no motherfucker Elton John.
No, not that. But I mean, like, he probably would have. He would have embraced the younger generation.
Tupac damn sure did a song with motherfucking Elton John.
But they wouldn't. The younger generation wouldn't have.
This nigga was a whole motherfucking thespian and shit, playing Othello and shit.
He was a thespian, but he wasn't a male lesbian.
Yeah, okay, man.
If he was alive, niggas would have had. These young niggas would have felt like they had to step their game up to
On
that.
everything.
But now they not obligated to that because it's like, oh, who the best right
You
now?
got a character named Piccolo.
That's a movie. You gotta understand when he was on his rap shit that he was more concerned with being authentic. And that's why I'm saying I don't think he would have, especially 25-year-old Tupac. I don't know how he'd be at, he would be turned, he would be 50
That
today.
movie star. By
Damn, that's crazy. Like, he would be 50 today.
He'd have been a movie star.
Definitely. So it's sad.
Definitely been super iconic right now.
He iconic now.
But still, I
Yeah.
can't imagine if he was alive.
Yeah. And you never know how the trajectory would go, because they say what, live long enough to become a villain. What you they say?
I think he's
long enough to
Die
watch
young,
himself.
yeah.
I think he bigger in death than he would have ever been in life.
And that's usually how it goes in these instances with artists, which you can even go back to the days of Jim Morrison. You know what I'm saying? People from that era. Kurt Cobain. Yeah.
They're like, oh man, they so fucking awesome. He just never had a chance to get whacked. That's all. He never had a chance to be like, no, I ain't fuck with that album. That nigga just dabbed it in and shit. That nigga ain't give a fuck. He hummed. He had scoopity boop boop boop.
I like that.
You want scooty poop poop poop?
No, I mean, that was the point.
If you had died at 25, what would you been known as?
A fucking degenerate criminal.
That nigga that got whooped by, what was that nigga that beat you up all the day? What's your teeth?
That was motherfucking 8th grade.
Yeah.
That's
You was
8th grade.
25 age, you fucking retard. 25-year-old 8th grader. That's crazy because when we look at that context and you look at hip hop artists at that age, I think the 90s was just different. And all we talk about, I believe, like Nas' first CD was not album, whatever, tape came out when he was 19. And if you listen to Illmatic, it is fucking incredible.
He went to hell for snuffing Jesus.
That was in a barbecue.
It's
The
the
main
same
source.
word,
But it wasn't Illmatic.
He out for presidents to represent me.
Say what?
He out for presidents.
So who? that's the ad lib. Yeah, come on, man. Keep up, nigga. And more music news. Drake releases album, CLB, Certified Lover Boy. Y'all thoughts on it? We won't dwell on it too much.
Man, I like it. He got a few songs on there. I'm like, yeah, it's a good song. Drake always makes good songs for him, but to me, it's not something I'm going like. Damn, I'm about to go back and listen to this album and repeat.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever listen to the whole album again. If some of them songs become singles, and I just happen to hear, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But 3 songs did make the motherfucking playlist though. That
You
shit.
gonna hate yourself when you see how sloppy you look sitting like that. Me, gotta sit with the camera.
Well, good man. The song with Lil Durk is a banger. It's got a Lil Durk Gideon on it. I like that
I'm
song.
glad you pronounced that nigga name. I ain't know what the fuck they said. I ain't know what the
I
fuck
like
they said.
that shit. I'm Too Sexy with Future, her motherfucking Young Thugs.
I like that shit.
That shit hard as
Yeah.
well.
And then my last one is that Knife Talk with 21 Savage and Project Pat.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard right there.
So, you know.
Yeah, that was
That's hard.
that damn album was it's just all I can say is this: it was an international sampler, nigga. Like it was for a little bit for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like it was focused in one direction or like a particular theme. Really, it tried to have a theme, but it didn't seem like. He always a fucking emotional or lover, whatever you want to call it. It's always that mix of shit.
It sound like a Drake album.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like it ain't no hate on it. It's just like it's
Thing
was
was
international
he
shit.
going through his emotional fuck shit, and he know he ain't shit, and hopefully one day.
Look at you, you wanna be a dark skinned Drake. This nigga, yeah, you know, sometimes you got to put the bitches how you do the bitches.
Yeah.
I can understand. I'm certified dark
Seem
skin.
like try to replicate some shit.
I mean, it was
If you're a
just-
Drake fan, you're gonna like the album.
Yeah.
Hands down, it's not anything is groundbreaking. I'm not a Drake fan, so I can only listen to so much. When I say I'm not a Drake fan, that means I just can't sit down and listen to it, but I can acknowledge a good song. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. He make good songs and shit, and he cater to his fan base. You see what I'm saying? And shout out to Corey and Drake hater. That nigga over here trying to convince himself that that goddamn weird ass Kanye shit was harder than that.
So much.
I'm about the same.
Honda's trash.
I got about 3 songs on both of these albums.
But that one got 80 songs on it.
I can see why you.
That
I can see why you
songs.
hate no Drake,
It
Corey.
don't matter.
I can see why.
You said what?
I was just letting Corey know. I
Why
can see
you-
why you hate no Drake, man. Like that lifestyle just don't be for everybody, man.
Hold on. I want y'all to let this one ride. Hold on. Anyway, the Wolf on Concrete is out of fucking control. Drake in his ongoing dispute with Kanye, which I don't even understand the origins of.
Does anybody?
Rich people pettiness and shit.
I think it's
Nigga
just jealous.
again?
Perhaps. He leaked the song titled Life of the Party, featuring the all-time great Andre 3000 in his prime, as they say these days, in his bag. Have you heard the song? It is some cold shit. The song is fucking incredible.
Who put Kanye on though?
The song is fucking incredible. Andre 3000 did what the fuck he do. It's rare, if ever, that he disappoints. And just go back to disappointing verses by all-time great Jay-Z versus the Kanye shit. It's shit. I hate that I said about Jay-Z. Jay-Z versus shit ball. His verse on Nas shit was shit ball. Yeah.
And Drake versus Kanye.
Even the Kanye shit, on his last 2 verses have been fucking garbage. And this is from a Jay-Z fan.
Yeah.
Them verses have been very subpar, and I don't know if it's Beyonce turning 40, or just got him out here just on this trash.
Old and tired, I guess. In the game.
Good grief.
I live in at this point.
I don't want to hear this. Y'all heard my feelings and shit.
Man, it's like what
Oh,
like that shit had
if you-
that song had me like, nigga, why was Kanye on his own song?
Ain't that a bitch? What you talking about? What song?
This fucking
Life of the
Andre
Party.
3000
Oh,
shit.
man, I was lamenting Jay-Z's verse. I was still crying and sad about Jay-Z verse. So I got confused, but definitely, Kanye was definitely a guest in his own house. He had to ask, could he talk to, he had to ask Andre, can he go talk to Kim?
He talking about
Gotta talk to Miss Kardashian. Hold on, nigga. That's the Kanye start gangbanging. Kanye really
Who put
started
Kanye
gangbanging.
on?
This nigga's going.
What do you want? What point are you making?
He going through something.
What are you putting on, Jeremy? What do you want to say?
Kanye said on GD.
Oh,
So I'm like, who put Kanye on?
are you folks? Or
Yeah.
you need to talk to your OG and find out for us.
Ain't nobody put. That
Fuck
nigga
you,
just
that's
said some
cool.
goofy shit, man. That shit crazy.
Man, Kanye going through some shit, man. Leave him alone.
That nigga was gangbanging with a candy cane in his mouth.
On Dry Slow, that nigga said nickname me K-Rock in the school for a stone. Nah, you motherfucking
Listen,
50 and shit. Now
He
you.
go where the protection
Okay.
is. He go where the protection is.
That's what's wrong with these
Listen,
rappers, man. That shit
But
crazy.
really with the on a scale of 1 to 10, how do y'all rate Andre's verse on Kanye's quote unquote song?
Man, I gotta give it a 10, man. I gotta give it a 10.
Simple realist,
Nobody
man.
rapping like that.
Hold on, go ahead and be real, Jerry.
Yeah, just like the motherfucker hard, but he give it to you in motherfucking like he like
It's hard and he give it to you. It's hard and he give it to you. Go ahead.
he feeds you like a motherfucking kid, nigga. Every couple of years he drops.
I'm talking about this particular song, nigga. I'm not
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
saying. Every couple of years you get a real hard ass verse.
We talking about
so
this
is the
song,
verse
nigga,
hard,
on
or
scale
are
of
you
1
just
to 10?
thirsting for him? Is the verse hard? If somebody else say the same verse, is it like damn?
Who else can say it?
Jay Electronica.
No, the fuck he can't. He gonna say something about
rhythm.
He gonna say something about Minister Farrakhan and you know the fuck he don't ever disrespect Andre like that by saying no fucking Electronic J and this bullshit, nigga. The only person who could have did that shit remotely was Kendrick. Kendrick. Fuck, man, what's wrong with you?
Big Boy got flow.
Big Boy is elite. I'm not gonna take that, but I'm talking about this particular way he. Go listen to fucking Kendrick's verse on that latest Busta Rhymes shit to understand what I'm saying. It's cadence, the flow, the way it being words and shit, where you get off beat, on beat. That's what I'm talking about. While at the same time doing this storytelling type shit. That's what I'm saying about this Andre shit. It's all personal shit. The shit he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And then the hardest shit is when I'm gonna paraphrase it, but when he say that the baby in the stroller going by, telling him to roll on, or where he said the prick of the blade of the grass, push him up, you know what I'm saying? Like basically itching his skin, telling him to get up, you know what I'm saying? He relating it to his mother. The shit is fucking incredible to me, man. Andre is on some different shit when it comes to rapping. How he talking about his parents, his relationship. Like some people get personal. They thought that Ghostface talking about roaches in the cereal was personal shit. When you sit around and you talk about the dynamic between your mother and father, where your mother gave you her last name just to agitate the situation with your father, and he related to being young. You know what I'm saying? The young and mature shit. Or when he say he miss his mother, but he don't miss her overstepping her boundaries. But he miss her giving the son the sense of, you know what I'm saying, reality as opposed to celebrity life. He says so much in that fucking song, man, that it make you thirst, as you said, for a fucking Andre, just a hip hop album. I'm not talking about the Love Below. Listen, if you had $1 million ball, whatever I need to get Andre to do an album from you out your pocket, I would, out of everybody in hip hop, Tupac, I love Tupac. If I could get one album just rapping from anybody in hip hop, it would be an Andre 3000.
That's my most highly anticipated album. Like if somebody was to drop, I just wanted somebody to drop.
I would love to hear a whole. I go on YouTube at times, type in Andre 3000 business verses, listen to 30 minutes of this nigga fucking rap.
That shit on those days was a hard verse.
That nigga ain't gonna. That nigga on some Eddie Murphy shit. Like he gonna keep just doing shit to remind you.
Yeah.
But he not never gonna put nothing out because the anticipation.
This shit, man.
The anticipation could never. You could never match that with an actual album. Like that, how high niggas like expectations is. Like I think to actually make some shit, it'll be like. Now I ain't gonna say Kanye, but niggas just be happy to hear this. Like you said, hear this nigga say anything.
You right.
At this point.
You right, cause you can't.
You like finally something. I'll take it, nigga.
You can't.
That's the only one he made anyway. What we gonna compare it to?
You can't.
You say featuring Andre 3000. I clicked on that shit so bad. I ain't
Perfect.
never
That's
clicked
so
on
big.
that damn thing.
You go.
So you scroll and you like, nah, that motherfucker sick.
I listen to Andre verse at least 10 times before I got folk had a verse on there.
I ain't making it.
Hey, nigga. Hey, Jeremy, you got 24 hours to respond.
See, that's what be wrong with the motherfucking music, though, man.
Hold on,
Niggas
hold
be
on.
60 years old.
Would you check it?
Will I check him?
Cause you.
If I was in the studio, yeah.
No. Nigga, you see Kanye and you gotta live out by your flag. Is you gonna check Kanye? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what?
What you gonna say?
Who put you on, nigga?
Boy, they gonna Kanye gonna knock you dead in your shit. Hey,
Not only that.
I love to see Kanye on
Somebody
TNZ whooping your ass.
Not only that. Not only who put him on. Out of all the shit you could be screaming, man. Out of all the shit. And let's just say Kanye's like, you know what? Fuck it, man. It is what it is now. You know what I'm saying, folks? Nigga, why you ain't in the motherfucking trenches and shit trying to get shit right for the motherfuckers?
He trying to get y'all fucking king out of prison. Come on, nigga.
Why Kim ain't do it?
She used all her fucking. She used all her jail free. She used all her shit to get the motherfucker out of jail, nigga. She said, you said Larry Hoover? That's how bitch. That's why they got a divorce. That's why they get a divorce. And they say, I forgot about Larry Hoover. This nigga took that motherfucker hat, threw it across the room. How you like representing Larry Hoover with a red hat on?
I I expect
More
better from
questions.
DJ.
More questions. He should have had a blue Make America Great Again hat.
You should.
That's true.
He out here said tripping.
That's how you know he be playing, man.
Hey, I'll tell you though. Don't ask Kanye no questions, Jerry. I'm telling you that off the rip.
Kanye does not care about black people.
Kanye care about
using his
Kanye care about himself and his family as he should.
should.
Go ahead, Jimmy. You earned that. You earned that, motherfucker. We have to say nigga punch once a show, and you fucking did that shit. You fuck that.
Hey man, I might fuck it. We just finna get a shirt. Cause white people saying nigga whether you like it or not.
Would you wear a shirt that say nigga punch?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You would.
Hell
What would
yeah.
you wear,
So
Jimmy?
with white people.
Around white people. Cause it's
Look
like,
at
you know.
look at you.
it's
This is modern day
self-explanatory.
Marshall Washington standing up right.
And they're gonna think it's self-explanatory too.
He gonna punch
Hey,
you.
Cause they gonna
They
be
gonna knock
like,
the shit out of
nigga,
nigga.
I punch you.
Hey,
They gonna punch you, nigga.
it is what it is, my friend.
That's
More
beautiful. I
hip
can
hop.
incite violence through comedy. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Listen, nigga punch. The most great. Listen, this nigga, he ain't good enough. He got the best intro, but he got the best slogan. Welcome to the nigga punch. Wrap it up with Fat Joe versus Ja Rule versus who y'all got?
We talking about rap,
Fat
right?
Joe.
Well, I thought of this,
Yeah,
man.
like we.
Fat Joe just ain't got enough of them motherfucking bangers, man.
Fat Joe ain't
And I went
got
all the way
hits,
back to
right.
Jealous
You
One
know
Still
Tupac,
in
what?
This is a versus.
So versus,
Yeah.
you gonna play
Nigga,
hits.
Fat Joe.
Nigga, Ja Rule had
You
a
got Fat Joe?
had an unprecedented run.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Nigga, if-
Drake is on an unprecedented run. Go
I'm
ahead.
talking about for his little run he had though.
What song
If-
did you think off?
Because Drake has had the greatest run
Ja Rule got
in the history of music.
Ja Rule got some shit.
He definitely got some hits. But look, if we going off the based off of the last battle principle and fucking Jadakiss took on the entire Dipset by himself, nigga.
Yeah, but Jadakiss
This
has
is it turned into rap, and at that point, this is a Fat Joe thing. But as far as like hits, yeah, we know.
If we
Ja
just
Rule.
going hits and shit, I think
No,
it's,
Ja Rule.
And we talking about performing and shit, man. Fat Joe all big and shit. Ja Rule gonna be like, it's murder, and he gonna. But Ja Rule
That's
got
the
some
shit that
hits.
look-
Incidentally, he got a song "What's Love" with Ja Rule. Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
What's love?
That shit.
That's gonna be the duet that they do together at the end, probably and shit. But don't get me wrong, Fat Joe do got some shit. If you a true motherfucking Fat Joe fan, but for verses though, man, this should have been like Fat Joe and Friends, cause that's really bogus to put him
That's
up
how
against
Ja Rule
motherfucking
shit
Ja
gonna
Rule.
be.
Hell no,
That's
man,
how
Ja
Ja
Rule
Rule shit
got
gonna be. All his hits, all his hits. But it's a guest on there. All
Yes,
his
a
hits
guest
are
on there,
fucking
but they be on his album
Who
though.
come out with Ja Rule? Ashanti?
Yeah, Shanti,
That's
Lil
it.
Mo.
That's what I got left.
Oh, Lil Mo?
Yeah, you got Lil Mo, you got Shanti.
Mariah Carey.
Fat
Yeah.
Joe
Nah,
keep
nigga,
making
you just talking about guest
still making
appearances.
hits.
One of those on run.
I mean, the last Fat Joe song I thought that was decent. Was that shit all the way up.
You said
He gonna play that shit.
you gonna play that?
Money
First,
showers.
hold on. First off, one of the biggest songs in
Lean
hip
back.
hop. Yeah, one of the biggest songs in hip hop
Yeah.
history. Ja Rule don't got to lean back.
Let's see.
He don't got to lean back.
No, you don't.
Ja Rule got a Can I Get a What?
That's
That
Jay Z.
motherfucking Make It Rain.
Nigga, that's a Ja Rule song.
Can I get a fuck? That's Jay Z.
That was
Ja Rule
That was
song.
collectively.
shit. No, it wasn't. That's on Jay Z shit. When you look at the Rush Hour soundtrack and say Jay Z featuring that nigga don't want to be Tupac.
Man, when you
And
when
that-
you
and
read
that
about
goes
the song, nigga, it's a Ja Rule song
That
that
goes
Jay-Z
bitch.
heard, and
That
then
goes
and then he
bitch.
bought the song from him. He bought the song from him, just like
When you
Eddie Marvin.
hear the song right now, listen. Who got the best verse on there? By far, by years, by fucking I'm 52. Who got the best verse on the song?
Ja Rule wrote the song.
Who got the
wrote
best?
song?
He ain't right there.
He did write the goddamn
He
song.
didn't write
nigga.
Jay-Z verse.
He ain't write his verse,
Can
but
I
nigga,
get a
it's
fuck
it's
you
his
to the
hook.
bitches who don't. What is that? Can I get the fuck you?
That's
to the
right.
bitches?
That's a Ja Rule hook.
Joe, ain't no question how the dough flow. I'm good to these bad hoes. You don't get your ass out this room and send me somebody who can fucking rap.
Hey, Ja Rule
No
has no
question, I'm
song.
good to these bad hoes.
Man, that first album, though.
Yeah, Beanie Baby
Fuck
Beach.
with that first
Holla, holla.
That shit hard.
But unfortunately,
It's
that's the one song that on that album that was like, nigga, everything, damn near everything.
What's that one song? He's like,
what the
they said
fuck?
on me.
You made this, or did somebody make this?
I like
for
that.
you?
Am I racing
That shit was hard. The
Can't
suicide
stop.
freestyle, nigga. Nigga, the song with
First off, I'm
DMX
not
and
gonna-
Jay-Z, nigga,
that
the
was-
murderers,
That That was on that. See, that was on Streets is Watson.
Yeah, they did. They made. That's why the album was good because they put all that other shit on there. It was like finally.
DMX verse on there is one of my favorite verses on hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
When he said you move a lot faster and bullets travel a little slower, some shit like that. That motherfucker. That's one of my favorite songs. But listen, you can throw songs in there with for people who with their guest appearances.
Oh, what?
So
he
you
was
definitely can throw that in. I mean, he on the song, so it's a song you can throw in there.
Alright.
So I mean, it's tough. It's definitely if you a fan of these two people.
Man.
Yeah. If you a fan of these two people, I don't think you'd be disappointed. I think it'd be a pretty decent. You can give Fat Joe the what's that? They on that New York shit together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From New York. This is like the 50 Cent. We don't like 50 Cent battle.
It's gonna be
At one
nostalgia
Yeah.
when he started doing all the Big Pun songs that he on and shit. Give it up.
Oh, that
Give
deep
it
cover
up for
redo.
Pun. Yeah.
That deep cover gonna be decent.
They gonna
With
play
that Twins.
Little did I know he really
Fuck that
was
band from TV. No, is that band from TV? No, that's
Yeah,
not
that
band
band
from
from
TV.
TV.
It's that, no, it ain't. It's that, he on there. He
Big
on there.
Pun,
But I'm thinking about the shit off his
No,
album,
no.
off that Don Cartagena. It was that,
Don't rap on that beat.
All those who touch the pun must die, right?
yeah.
Nigga fucked up, right?
That shit is
John Blaze.
John fucking
Yeah,
Blaze. Hey,
Johnny Blaze and
that shit
thing
hard
changed.
in a motherfucker. That's an incredible air here.
Yeah. That nigga say,
That's
all those who
incredible.
touch the pun must die. Slap. You know you done fucked up, right?
You were so fucking scared when you heard that. I'll never touch me.
Man, I love
Mr.
Big Pun.
Pun.
Pun is my favorite all-time lyricist.
Who is?
Big Pun, Chris for real.
And this how I know he just saying some shit to just sing eccentric. He can't say not one single whole poem verse. That's the fucked up thing about it. That's how I judge you. When you tell me somebody your favorite, you can say a fucking verse. He can't get a nigga $5, nigga. $5 challenge. Listen, he said up there, Subway don't got $5 for long, no more, so don't stress. Go ahead.
I know this nigga the whole thing though, man.
He can't say one fucking verse, but he talk that shit.
I shot a dream like Jordan, saw the bad of your team, inspires me born from rap, like Adam and Eve from the garden. I'm carving my initial on your forehead, so every night before bed, you see the BP shine at the board head. Reverse that, I curse at the first whack. Nigga with the worst rap, tell him he ain't worth jack. Hit him with 1,000 pounds of pressure purse slap, make his whole body jerk back.
I told you that I won.
Wait,
I
hold
won.
on. Nigga, give me a minute.
He didn't. I said the
Oh, you
verse.
said
I said the verse. I said the verse
So I feel like this nigga started.
on everything.
I feel like this nigga started getting verse.
My favorite rapper.
That's the beginning of the song. That's the hardest song ever.
If I say that somebody is the best, I can say a verse off their shit.
Cause you gonna say somebody simple who don't be having like all type of
No,
rhyme days.
it don't matter
And
what.
you gonna say some simple ass shit.
It don't make no
And Hennessy gonna randomly rhyme with Hennessy.
I said every single. Oh, we ain't gonna swipe Tupac just because you can't say a fucking big shit verse. You know what I'm saying? Back and back. Come on, nigga.
Yes, it was hard.
You couldn't even to a simple. That's hard.
Wow.
You gonna talk about some Hennessy and
That was an end. For one, it was a skit.
First off, you said it was hard.
Because it was a skit. The whole skit.
The bottom-
back in the back of the
The
head.
bottom line is, you in love with a man that you can't say his verse. You a terrible fucking side bitch. You a terrible one.
Nigga, I said a nice percentage of the verse, and if you'd gave me a second, the rest of it would
Go
have
ahead.
came.
Go ahead. Don't
No, it's cool,
for your
man.
fucking colossal failure. It's gonna be a fantastic verse. Shout out to Pony. He was nice for the
Yeah,
album and a
decent.
half. I'm trying to live. Can you imagine?
That album hard as fuck. Yeah, baby. Niggas wanna fuck my wife. Niggas wanna take my life. But it's so hard. I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. And he died.
You look at that nigga dead in his face and come on. You ain't been to the gym in 2 weeks. And you anyway, he said
That's how this is.
Yeah, he did.
And it's ironic because the very first time you heard him, you was just sitting around listening.
And by the time the song dropped, he was already dead.
On everything. They know I could have edited that bullshit. Fuck y'all. Y'all
Oh,
being funny.
shit. That is bogus as fuck, man.
Go listen to John Blaze though. That shit's incredible.
That album had a 50 Cent diss on it and shit.
Which one?
But yeah, baby album.
Yeah. Who's here?
Hey, real shit. They say Big Pun was with that life and shit, man. I like when my rappers
So that nigga had more heart.
Attacks.
I prefer when the rappers live up to that shit that they rap about. Like, I want Mos Def to be conscious and shit. I want him to be like on some conscious shit and to live and shit. Then I want somebody else who always talking this rah-rah shit to live up to that shit. Don't be like, whoa, brother, excuse me. I'm like, damn, that wasn't what I was expecting.
You should be thinking like that at 39.
It's not about thinking like that. Nigga, be true to yourself.
You should be thinking more of an adult where this is just rappers and we're not in the 90s where we believe everything they're saying no more. I can just imagine how fast you would run from 21 Savage if you seen that nigga walking down the street. I would love to see you see Yachty. You see Yachty chasing a nigga down the street, a little
I'm not
bird.
nobody, man.
Ooh.
Like, I just gotta hold my ground.
All right,
shit.
listen. Hold on. First off, let me say this before we wrap this up. Kanye, I don't know you gang affiliations. If you GD or you with Stones ones, that's you. I don't want no smoke. If you gonna put hands on somebody, make sure it's Jeremy. And listen, if you confuse who Jeremy is, he the nigga who like Mr. Cheeks.
We the group. You fight one, you gotta fight us all.
Look at it. He gonna get us all beat up by Kanye.
Nigga, he said, you better have his money.
That's like we
Big Worm ain't finna kill me.
Hey,
I told him they have his money.
What do you say?
Hey, he said we ain't got the weed. You nigga, I'm neutron. I don't bang,
Man, you
nigga.
know he just be playing.
Hey, okay. Well, that nigga Kanye like his first punch is a bite
This
too.
money play.
You know, he's like, he's gonna bite the shit out of you. Hey, another fantastic episode, best podcast you never heard of. We are definitely all in agreement that Fat Joe's winning the verses. And it's only by
No,
default because
man.
Jeremy couldn't say a fucking Big Pun verse. That's how come. Anybody think you gonna say closing?
So man, check out Rose Out of Concrete. I just dropped a little mixtape. 7 tracks, Rose Out of Concrete. You should check it out. All platforms.
Jeremy, what you just dropped?
Juice.
Say your fucking
Deuce his
speech.
mama and the streets his daddy. I'm his daddy.
Say your speech, nigga. You know what it is.
You know what? They used to say I look like him too. I used to
Who?
be Lynn Plumbers.
You ain't like that.
Bobby John.
You ain't like that. I thought you were gonna say because he ain't cute. I thought you were gonna say because he don't like that because he ain't look like shit.
Hey, as long as they motherfucking notice me, as long as they say,
I don't want that kind of notice.
I don't give a fuck, man. Shit, man.
Did she notice you? Like, did she tell you like you look like Mr. Cheeks? She cute, or you just
She was
assume
like,
that,
you nice looking.
or you just assume Mr. Cheeks was
She
cute?
told me shit. I was a nice looking man, and I look like a rapper on TV, and I was like, who? And she was like, he was on the BET Awards. I was like, I ain't even watch it,
The
so
one that licked the trophy.
I don't know. I ain't watch it.
In all honesty, I'm gonna ask you this before you get your spiel. Do you think you look more like T-Pain than Mr. Cheeks?
I think I look like me, nigga.
Okay, I'm saying more. Not
I don't look like either one of them little niggas, man.
Come on, man. One line at a time.
I look like I ain't never in my life been looking in the mirror and be like, we all do kind of favor each other.
I'm proud of you because I thought off the bat you was just going to name one of them niggas.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to get over this. I thought it was T-Pain.
Everybody know this.
I seen one nigga, I was like, man, this nigga do look like me.
Who was that?
What the fuck my mama been on?
What was that?
It was just a random nigga on Instagram. I was like, this nigga look like me.
That's fucked
I
up.
was like, take these.
Double game.
Hilarious.
Like who?
Take these.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Do it.
Judy is.
I'm be honest, they used to always give me Denzel. Just tell you. Did you play on Glory? The rebellious nigga?
Hey, I'm just telling you what they say.
The slave, that was
Michael
me,
Clark
man.
Duncan and shit.
That, who?
You,
On
nigga.
everything, you look more like Michael Clark Duncan than me. Cause listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You look like every fucking nigga in the background of every hood movie, man. That's who the fuck you you just so nondescript, nigga. It's like your credit would say black nigga with dreads. That's how your credit would be, man. Hey,
Man, you built like a bag of pudding.
stand up, Jeremy. Stand up, Jeremy.
Man, that's like
Stand up, Jeremy. Stand up, cause you be like SpongeBob. Stand up, Jeremy. I ain't want to get into this other show, man, cause you look like a bad. You look like some fentanyl. Like if fentanyl had a shape, nigga, you be it, nigga. Just killing niggas. Fucking. Hey, listen, man. That's cool though. That's cool. I ain't gonna get in this with you, terrible fucking build. Hey,
So with that being said, make sure y'all follow at Go Jason
my
out.
show come up.
We got a bunch of shows in the mix. We got the Fist of the Wasteland coming soon too.
I can't wait to see that shit, nigga. When
I'm
that
gonna show
coming out?
y'all can
Is
see
it coming?
it. Y'all can see it,
Okay.
but yeah, it's coming out for real.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so, they trying to put it in some festivals, and then after that they trying to see about some money.
I'm excited.
It's only a part one of it. So, but it's
Yeah.
like I think the only reason it's not gonna be on streaming right away is because Amazon Prime anyway. Is because it gotta be a certain. They're not taking no more short films, but it's gonna be other streaming shit and what.
How long is it, Paul?
It's 30 minutes at this point, but it's when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, this shit ain't done, or it could be something. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be
Got a white wife in it?
No, I don't have a white wife in it. I don't have a wife at all. Matter of fact, I probably look like a white wife in this one. No, I was playing. I don't know.
Oh, so you about to be famous then.
I know it's funny as fuck, man. I'm gonna show y'all a clip of it, but yes. Make sure
RDC bro, y'all got 24 hours to respond.
Make sure y'all follow me on all social media at GoJason9. We got some new content always popping up on social media, so check that out and watch on those social media for show updates.
And we finna join that Illuminati, bitch.
Wrong. I did have somebody try to recruit me off
I'm just
that.
saying, you doing like the
Nah.
busy shit, man. Just take me to the
Don't worry on
party.
dress race.
I ain't trying to. I'm not worship you, but
It's a kill. It's a kill.
Another edition of the best podcast you never heard of, Conceited Nobody, episode 178. This is the Introverted Alpha. I got it. We will catch y'all next week. Same bad channel, same bad time. Peace.
same bad.
Same thing.